There's a lot of hype on the fighting prowess of the samurai. Proponents call them the ultimate warriors. Detractors call them the most overrated fighters of the medieval world. If you look at the historical record of the samurai, the detractors have a point. The samurai haven't conquered a vast empire like the Roman legionnaires or the Mongol horse archers. Nor have they won tremendous one-sided victories like the English longbowmen did at Crécy and Agincourt. In fact, during their 700-year history, the samurai have only fought foreign enemies twice, and in neither case did they accomplish a significant feat of arms. The first case was Kublai Khan's attempted invasion of Japan. The Mongols were defeated, but they were defeated by the weather, not the samurai. In the second case, the samurai were on the offensive, invading Korea and China in 1592. However, they were fought to a standstill by the Chinese, an opponent Japan would have no trouble defeating in 1894 and 1937, after the samurai were abolished. Japan's military successes occurred after it had abandoned samurai warfare and adapted Western styles of fighting. Japan's victories in the First Sino-Japanese War, the Russo-Japanese War, and World War I were won using a conscript army armed with rifles and cannon instead of spears and swords. So how did the samurai gain their reputation? Of course, a lot of this is thanks to the cultural icon that is the Nihonto. While the cutting power of the katana is a topic of many heated debates and flame wars, there is no doubting the timelessness of the Japanese sword. Medieval Japanese swords are in a much better state of preservation than their European counterparts. For example, the Nangu Taisha Shrine in Gifu Prefecture has a sword dating from the 11th century that is in pristine condition. By contrast, the legendary Ulfberht Viking swords are covered in rust. This timelessness extends to the samurai themselves. They remained warriors until the very end, being abolished in 1877 after the defeat of the Satsuma Rebellion. They didn't evolve into landed gentry or members of the House of Lords the way English knights did, nor did they abandon their traditional martial arts. A samurai riding to battle in 1877 looked much like his forefathers did in the Momoyama period. An anachronism for sure, but perhaps this attachment to days of yore is what makes the samurai a romantic figure.